Hey, what's going on, everybody? Verdi here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to talk about Brakus the Shifter. He's a legendary Skinwalker attack champion. On his A1, he attacks one enemy and heals this champion by 15% of the damage inflicted. On his A2, attacks one enemy 6 times. The first hit has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff for 3 turns. Heals this champion by 25% of the damage inflicted. Heals this champion by 50% of the damage inflicted instead if the target is under a fear or a true fear debuff. So this is a really cool ability. It hits 6 times, so it does a lot of damage. It's actually really good in Arena versus Rotos, and it's also really good on Clan Boss. We're going to show him today on Clan Boss in Dungeons. On his A3, he places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 3 turns, then attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a true fear debuff for 1 turn, has a 50% chance of placing a fear debuff on random 2 enemies for 1 turn if the true fear debuff is placed. So, this is also a really cool move. It puts attack up on all allies, which is actually really good for my Clan Boss team, seeing as how I run Unkillable and 2 Dracos. But honestly, this synergizes well with any other champion that is an attack champion, just like Brakus. For his passive, damage increases by 40% when this champion's hit points drops below 40%. On the Clan Boss, with Unkillable comp, he would normally have very low health all the times, but because he recovers health here and he recovers health here, he actually recovers a good amount of health even without lifesteal. So this doesn't necessarily happen as often as you might think it does. For his base stats, he has pretty nice hit points, a very good attack, and then pretty decent base speed. Anything over 100 is usually pretty good. And then with 63% crit damage base, it's actually a little bit higher than normal, so that's really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at his artifacts. So I built him strictly for damage. I pretty much forced the Savage set on him. The stats could be better, but this actually ended up working out pretty nicely. The only reason why he doesn't have more damage is because I needed to get 205 speed. So he has 4100 attack, 216 crit damage, and then we didn't really build him for accuracy just because he is mainly used for damage. If you want to land the fear, you're going to have to get accuracy on him as well. So instead of an attack banner, you're probably going to want to run accuracy. So we have an attack banner, crit damage neck, attack ring with attack rolls, and then crit damage gloves, attack percentage body, speed boots. And for the rolls, we're looking for speed, crit rate, crit damage, and that's about it. Obviously, accuracy if you are going for the fear as well. So for his skills, I personally did not have enough books to book him. I would say that this is the only downside to Brakus, is that he does require a lot of books. We have 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 books. That is a lot of books, but this move should be booked for the cooldown, and then this move should be booked for the cooldowns as well, especially because of his masteries. We went with Giant Slayer because we want to get the most damage that we possibly can out of his 6-hit and 3-hit abilities. With the skills booked, he'll be doing his multi-hit abilities a lot more often, which will make him do a lot more damage. Also, with his increased attack, he will be making Draco do a lot more damage as well. Keep in mind that if you're going to use him in Arena as well, you're probably going to want to go with Ruthless Ambush. So you could go with Grim Resolve and Ruthless Ambush and go down here and then probably get Flawless Execution or Helm Smasher. But if you're going to use him on Clan Boss, like I am, Giant Slayer or War Master is preferred. Alright, let's go ahead and run him on Clan Boss. So we're going to be using our Unkillable team. Alright, we're gonna A2, A1, decrease defense and weaken. And now we're gonna attack buff. Poisons. Killable. Get our rotation going, and then we'll talk about Brakus. But you'll see here, he does a very considerable amount of damage. And with, as I was mentioning before, with giving us attack up, Draco is hitting much, much harder. So I had Altan in here before. Altan does hit really, really hard, but sometimes he would land attack down, which is not what we want. And then, not only did he take up a debuff slot sometimes, but he also doesn't give attack up. So we were doing quite a bit less damage with Altan here instead of Brakus. Now, Brakus is not booked, so the damage potential here is actually much greater than what we're going to see. Having him do Full Moon Rampage and his attack up more often just means that we would have that attack up more often. And he would also do so much more damage with all those multi-hits. I personally think that Brakus is probably one of the best physical damage dealers for unkillable Clan Boss team. I think that the only better option here would be Septimus. I keep mentioning Septimus. I don't have him. I wish that I did. Now, I was confused here on the Mastery. Well, not confused. Conflicted is the right word. I was putting him on the... I gave him the Mastery that he does more damage when his hit points is below 50%. Now, the other Mastery on the other side of the tree has him do more damage when he is a full hit points. See, like right there, he was full hit points. I feel like that, like right here, he'll be below, right? But then, okay, so here he will be below 50% as well. See, sometimes he's below, sometimes he's above. I'm trying to figure out what is actually better. Because see, like right now, he's above. So that mastery wouldn't have taken effect. Okay, so he's below now. And he's counterattacking. But see, like right now, he counterattacked, he recovered hit points. And he's above. So yeah, I've been confused. I said confused again. I've been conflicted on that mastery. I'll have to do a little bit more testing to see which one's better. I just changed it from the one on the left to the one on the right. I don't remember the name. We can go ahead and take a look at after the fight what the name of the mastery is. But that was cool. We just missed, while I was blabbering, we just missed that 200k hit from Draco. Pretty nice. We are a little bit lower on damage than we were last time. Honestly, that could be because we changed that Brakus mastery. And we also just got resisted on the weekend. I think my first time running Brakus, I did about 48 mil with this comp. And I landed attack down with Maneater. They very rarely land it. Yeah, see, ideally you would want to be doing 1 million damage per turn. I'm a little bit under for sure. That's what my goal was, at least. With Brakus book, though, that is a very easy goal to achieve with this team. I mean, 6 hits, almost 30k each. With the Giant Slayer proc, he's probably doing like 300k or more sometimes. Now, Turvold and Rotos don't fit into this really good melee DPS for Clan Boss. Neither does Kutraxa, because they take extra turns. They will lose the unkillable and die. Just in case you guys were wondering why I'm not mentioning the other really good melee DPS that could be good for this. They are good in a speed comp, but not for unkillable. did a little bit of catching up with the damage. Getting some counters and stuff in. $31,420. But yeah, it's definitely pretty awesome to watch Brakus smack the crap out of Clan Boss. 6 times for like 30k damage each. It's great. A1 for 100k. And I mean, his stats are nowhere near optimal. Oh, come on. I want to do 50. I want to do 50 mil. There we go. I'm still behind, unless they do some sort of a crazy turn again. Oh, come on. Attack down again, really? At least we got the defense down and weakened still off. That's really the only thing that matters. Okay. Oh, falling behind in damage again. Man, we're so close to 1 million a turn. Yeah, we're definitely going to fall just a little bit short. So yeah, Dracos, I normally do about 40 to 42 mil with all 10. I think Dracos do about 2 mil more, 2 to 3 mil more with Brakus buffing them. So yeah, I can't wait to get those cooldowns. I need some sort of a book deal or something to come up. Alright, one more turn. $49.3. Ah, close. So yeah, I normally do about 13 or so with Draco. Brakus did 8.6. I'm assuming that's going to be around 10ish or even higher when his cooldowns are booked. All right, and let's go ahead and run him on Fire Knight. I mean, he's good in Dragon as well. But I'll show him on Fire Knight because technically a lot of people are really good on Dragon. So I'm hoping that right here it lines up. So that way we get to do the 6-hit move. That Rampage move right at the shield. Beginning of the fight with the Fire Knight. Because it really, really helps out. But yeah, as you see, I mean, he does a very, very considerable amount of damage. He will give us attack up as well. So with Zavia and Draco that we're running, it helps us. Obviously, Lissandra does damage off of attack too, but since she's not geared for damage, she's not really doing that much more damage. But you could buff your Lissandra as well, because Lissandra does do a considerable amount of damage herself. Alright, we're going to Res Draco, or he's just going to be chilling there. There we go. Oh no. Oh no, everyone's gonna die. They're all dead? Oh, maybe not. Let's see, can Lissandra save the day? She can, look at that. Beautiful. No decreased defense and weaken too, so Brakus isn't doing a lot of damage. He did do a lot of damage there though. I mean, you could definitely see the potential. We're actually going to be making a Rotos killer video. Brakus is a part of it. There's other champions too that I feel like are very, very good against Rotos. So we're going to be using Brakus in Arena in a different video. So I don't really necessarily want to show him here because it's going to be more of the same thing. So I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for today's video. Brakus is an amazing damage dealer. If you have him, I would definitely recommend building him. He's good in Arena. He's good in Dungeons. He's very good on Clan Boss, especially if you have Unkillable. With Valkyrie's shield, he could have a similar effect to where he could do really, really well. But honestly, with Valkyrie, most of the time, if you're going to build for damage, you're better off using defensive champions. So, for example, the Valkyrie team, Altan, I feel like would be a better damage dealer for Clan Boss than Brakus. But I feel like in a situation like this, Unkillable, with maybe Roche or a different Maneater comp, I know people out there are running one Painkeeper and one Maneater as well. I feel like Brakus could do really, really well in all of those situations. This is going to be it for me today, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.